Let's forget for a second about whether alien abductions have any real evidence supporting them, or even whether it's plausible, and just think if we can find examples that we can observe that might help us crudely understand what it would be like. I've seen a whole bunch of videos like this. This is one of the less intense ones, and they seem a little bit more relevant when applied to elephants, who are extremely smart rather than rhinos. They're lifting a rhino from A to B. So they come in with a helicopter, they tranquilize it, I guess, they tie it all up, they move it like upside down by the feet. Rhinos are heavy, and they bring them down somewhere else, help them up, and let them run off. For example, I saw one video of a team of doctors swooping in on an elephant with a calf. So they come in on a helicopter, there's an elephant with a calf. They shoot the elephant with a tranquilizer gun, which must have been traumatic for the calf, from the helicopter, right? And then they jump out, they separate the calf off, they perform beneficial surgery on it. So these are good doctors doing good things. And then they sew it up and then they fly off. They let the calf come in. Like, talk about an experience, right? And like I say, elephants are smart. If you were an elephant, wouldn't that seem a lot like an alien abduction to you? Right? Isn't that basically what an alien abduction is? Or what our stories of alien abductions are? So then would the other elephants believe you? Would any of the elephants be able to realize that the aliens are actually humans? Right? That this creature that came down and shot me from the sky and cut me open is the same one that wants to hop on my back from time to time? We're not exactly sure where elephants are cognitively, but there's some thinking that they can differentiate between languages and even understand context. Context is huge, right? So let's say you're talking to your dog and you want your dog to get you a beer, right? You can teach your dog to fetch beer, but it only understands fetch beer as a concept, right? So if you want to teach your dog how to fetch a beer and how to fetch a stick and how to fetch a kid, then you need to teach it how to do those things separately, right? And it'll understand the command in terms of three completely different things, right? Fetch kid, fetch beer, fetch stick. And you might be able to substitute objects, right? But your dog is smart enough to figure out that your kid is not a stick, right? So, and etc., right? But it won't be able to understand that there's an underlying concept there called fetch, right? With an elephant, you can teach it what fetch means, the verb fetch, to fetch, and then teach it how to fetch specific objects, right? So long as it already knows what fetch is, you just have to teach it, okay, that's a kid, and then say fetch kid, and it'll just know how to do it, right? That's extremely advanced language abilities. As far as we know, the only animals besides elephants that can understand that are humans. Monkeys can't do that. Apes, chimps, they can't do that. Dolphins can't do that. Only humans, and it's thought probably most elephants. We have to be careful when we talk about animal intelligence, right? Because not all animals are the same intelligence levels. There are smart elephants, there are stupid elephants, right? And you can say, well, isn't there some humans can do very advanced algebra, others can barely count to 10, right? They also appear to bury their dead, which is a little bit more topical here, which suggests some beginning concept of religion, right? Nor do we completely understand how they communicate, but we think they may have developed some kind of language through the emission of ground vibrations. We think they might talk through stamping. Crazy, huh? The point I'm trying to get at is that they may not be far from where we were when we first developed the sky god religions. Okay? One attempt to try and rationalize these sky god religions, modern attempt, is to suggest that they may be a memory of contact. That is, maybe there's no God or anything, but all these stories that we have about angels and like stuff coming down from the sky, maybe that's some kind of memory of primitive humans interacting with some kind of other species from some other place. So when you put that in context with what we can observe very readily with humans interacting with, savanna animals like rhinos and elephants, go find some of these videos of humans coming in a helicopter into the savannah, like I say, shooting an elephant with a tranquilizer gun, carrying out surgery on it, and flying off. Go watch some of those videos and tell me that it's crazy that religion is essentially a memory of contact. Tell me that's crazy. Now, of course, we need positive proof before we start jumping to conclusions. But I think it's a very, very, very promising hypothesis.